Ever learn a fact that robs you of your faith in humanity? You're about to. Ever heard of the Demon Core? It was a subcritical core for a prototype nuclear bomb that was first created near the end of World War II. Here's the definition of subcritical for those of you not in the know. This part right here will be important soon. There were two major incidents with the core, who was first called Rufus. The first was an experiment where Harry Doglin was attempting to see how much neutron reflection was required to force Rufus into supercriticality, moving tungsten carbide bricks closer and closer by hand, with the two segments of the core separated just barely to prevent them from coming in contact, triggering the reaction. Which is what happened when his hand slipped, dropping a brick directly into Rufus and starting spontaneous fission. It is estimated that he received roughly 200 rads of neutron radiation and 110 rads of gamma radiation, which resulted in him dying quite painfully 25 days later. But not even a year later, Dr. Louis Slotin would do something worse. While giving a demonstration on how to prepare Rufus for testing, one was supposed to lower a beryllium half-sphere over Rufus, showing that the closer it got, the more radiation counters would fluctuate. This was a man with a PhD in physical chemistry. Louis was so confident with his handling of this cover that he often would do it only in a pair of jeans and cowboy boots. And instead of the approved shims or standoffs, he would use a screwdriver to show how safe. Once again, PhD in physical chemistry at age 26. One day his hand slipped, and the screwdriver came out. With a brilliant flash of light a half-second long, Dr. Slotin was exposed to over 1,000 rads of neutron and 114 rads of gamma radiation. Reflexively, he yanked the lid off to stop the reaction from going further, and luckily for everyone else in the room, his body blocked the majority of the radiation. You would think this story alone would be the reason I want to talk to you today. Knowing the horrors of Rufus and his new moniker, the Demon Core, would be a good reason alone to talk about the hubris of man. But I want you to ask yourself, how many people would draw cute anime girls fooling around with Rufus? I'll give you a hint. The number is greater than 0.